Right. Put a bit of music in. Hey Lucifer, how you doing? And the awesome Bree. Being dead. Right. Credits. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm alright, Bree. I was barely sleeping, but you know, for my petty life, that is. Come on. Surely I'm going to find someone out there. There we go, cruisers. Missouri, North Carolinas. Okay, so too bad, I don't think.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
Much obliged. Waiting orders.
That. Okay.
Autopilot disabled.
His Elizabeth ship's going to be out of the month. Why have I got? Oh, yeah, I know why I got Haste loaded. Yeah. Each day as it comes, man. Some days are good, some days are yeah. Story of my life, my friend.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Yes. Yes, Zach, it's tier 8. It's one of the ones I prefer using for mostly operations and perilous routes. It's German, has good secondaries, torpedoes. It doesn't have a hydro, but then I don't have a turpits. Ash crad. Motorboats, motorboats, motorboats. Kill the motorboats, kill the motorboats, kill the motorboats. Kill the mortar parts. Secondaries. Thank you.
We sank an enemy destroyer.
Yeah. Yeah, screw you, carrier. Oh, it's an Aquila. Crud. It's an Aquila. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Mine 11.5 out on here. But then remember the stats work differently. Commanders, you don't have like Haruna and Hipper and that lot over here, so it works. Kind of works slightly different. Yeah. Like over here, I have the German commander Luchins, who is like phenomenally well. You want him on your German battleships that are secondaries, because once you get to 100 secondary main battery, 100 secondary hits, increases the reload of all secondary guns by 15%.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
So you kind of want, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, he the thing is on here he's a battleship because Luchin's no, Zach, that's not right, because PC does it differently. I could put Luchins onto a cruiser. See, on here the commanders aren't like, you know how Legends works, where like Luchins is a cruiser. You could put him on a DD or a carrier or a battleship, but most of his skills will not work. Over here, that's not the case. Any commander can go on any ship. Thank you for the follow there, Hud. So right, we're gonna get rid of these Liberty ships.
Main turret critically damaged. Fire.
Alright, let's get rid of this goddamn Liberty ship because he's nearly dead.
Problem solved, sir. Torpedo tubes destroyed.
You gotta be joking, man. Need to get rid of these because they're going to cause a problem. Next to you. Problem is that the whole team is attacking me. They're AI. It's not like I mean, I know that I'm going to be dead here. But I'm doing this to try and support the team because, well, they're shooting me, they're not shooting them. Hopefully they're going to kill the last... Oh no, yeah, you need 3 Liberty ships. Yeah, going to need 3 Liberty ships. So yeah, this is AI, and AI over here are nasty. They're nasty AI. I don't know, to be honest with you guys. My brain don't work properly, as I keep telling myself. Yeah, I got limited ships that I needed out of the game. Yeah. Well, okay, the way it works. So... Alright, Lucian's goes up. Well, this is my EU account. They go to 21. So you pick skills that equal 21 points. So like that row's 1 point, that second row is 2 points, third row is 3 points, and all skills on there are 4 points. And you have 21 points to use. So you could have this in any way you like. Most people will go with the route I'm doing, which is basically your secondary batteries, so like increases your fire chance. This one increases your armor pen of HE shells. That one increases your firing range by 20%. This one increases your reload by 10% and the dispersion by 10%. And then when you activate the special, well, it's not a special ability, but basically it's when you target an enemy ship for your secondaries, you get a dispersion of minus 50%. So, and also the longer you take it, the more accurate the shells hit. Every 1% of HP lost, you lose 0.2% on reload. So you gain faster reload, your torpedoes reload faster, your airstrikes reload faster, your secondary batteries reload faster, and your continuous AA damage, which is the weird way of doing it, but basically they have two forms of AA here. The initial damage and then the continuous AA damage. Which means so you had the initial hit and then it basically, the more continuous it keeps going. So, you know, when a plane's in the sky, it increases damage and something like that. It's weird. But yeah, so yeah, 15% reload. But if I put this commander, so if I go to here, this is the Zeppelin. Well, Lucian's is already set to go into here, but when I click on it, oh look, different skills. So whereas Legends has a set skills for each commander, PC doesn't. So whenever you put a commander into a ship, it will give you a set of skills. So like here, this is for Zeppelin. So, you know, aircraft preparation time reduced, squadron speed reduced, continuous A damage reduction, so you're reducing the amount of damage you take. And because it's the Zeppelin, you have to have secondary gun range. Hey, Kaz. So yeah, so you can put Lucians onto, and then if you put him onto a cruiser, which I don't actually have a German cruiser. I'll do it a second. So I've got another commander in there, but I'm not going to switch around. So again, you then come up with a different set of skills for cruisers. So there is no real. The only ones that are special is the gold ones. Because the gold commanders, these are the ones that are like this. These are called unique. They're not like legendary, but they're called unique because you only have one of them. And they have special skills, so like they all have this signal flares, they have the colorized shells, they have the a broad pennant. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what that means, so we're just going to smile and wave. But he has resilient, so basically every time I spot 3 enemy ships, I gain HP. If I hit 30 attacks with any aircraft armament, so rockets, bombs, and torpedoes, I get a 10% reduction on aircraft preparation time. There's your secondary batteries, and then if I activate and it hits on 140 main battery shells, my main battery shells will reload, reduced by 7.5. And all these have special sort of skills. So if you go to here, so like you've got Jersey. Jersey has once you shoot down 20 planes, doesn't matter what they are, just 20 aircraft, hostile aircraft, you get a plus 10% continuous AA damage permanently for the rest of the game. If you hit 8 successful torpedo hits, you get a torpedo reload of minus 5%. Boom. Attack rate. Yeah. He gets a better adrenaline rush. So instead of it being 0.2, I think he's just 0.25. And again, he gets that. But he goes on Europeans. You've got Philippe, the French dude, who gets better health per tier, better aircraft HP.
I'll be back.
No worries, Widow. If I capture a key area or I capture a base, you know, like a domination map, I get a 10% chance of flooding increase and a chance of fire by 1%. Every time I receive after 2 million potential damage, I get an 8% ship speed. Yeah. And then, of course, activates upon earning a devastating strike achievement. You get minus 5% main battery reload, minus 5% torpedo reload, and minus 5% aircraft preparation time. We're getting a dev. And then of course you got the Russian one, got Cunningham, and then all these don't, he kind of has the seat, he's got this, so it's slightly like better skills, but yeah. You see I got Lucian's because he's like the best for Germans. Yeah, if you want, I'm just doing perilous route. It's all I'm doing, Kaz, is I'm doing perilous route. But yeah, if you want to join, you're more than welcome. And you got these skins. Operation Dynamo. Nice credit boosters. Some coal. Why is it installing for? Oh, is it an update? Is it? Is that what it was? So I'll play a quick game then. While I'm waiting. So yeah, so do you kind of see the difference there, Zach, with the difference between them?
Autopilot enabled.
If you're any more perilous route is, we've got a Duncan that we have to escort to here. While he's being escorted, we can't shoot his guns. They're like damaged, and that's, you know, we're trying to escort him to the exit at that point. And then enemy ships are trying to sink him, and we're killing him, or them. And you'll find there's some forts, which are like basically like land-based gun installations, a couple of surveillance outposts. Yeah, look. And if you look above my head up that way, you'll see primary task, which is escort the ship. And you have a group of secondaries, like secondary missions to get done. The more you get done, the better. Like credit-wise. Ships on here move a lot faster, I keep forgetting that. I forgot that they do this. So. You're installing CSGO, why?
Destination reached. Autopilot disabled. Get back.
Yeah. I pushed up thinking my team would push up, but nope. Nope. They're all still in the back of the map still.
Fighter destroyed.
Problem is these fucking idiot teammates I get dumped with.
Problem solved, sir. Attention. Reporting a target's position. Fighter airborne.
The problem is, as you can see, they have the old way of carrier speed boost. But yeah, we've lost our Pommel because he YOLO'd in and died. If you YOLO in on this game, you will die. Especially on perilous route. The AI are vicious. There we go. Aircraft preparation time now reduced. Which means I'm going to get planes back a little bit quicker.
Autopilot disabled.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
And it's because I've got Lucians on board, I'm basically just a Zeppelin that's built for secondaries, which is not the optimal build. I get it, but it's more of a mean build.
We destroyed their destroyer.
Mind. Just stay where I am. Get this lot here first.
Project target.
Being shunted. Oh, Duncan.
Autopilot enabled.
Yeah, that's me firing secondaries. My secondaries are 9.5.
Fighter destroyed. Torpedoes to starboard.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Looking good.
Fighter airborne.
bugger. Oh, here we go. My second should be kicking in a minute. Yeah. There again. And also secondaries on here, Zach, are a lot more accurate as well. Darn it, Duncan got damaged. There's Duncan. Now we just got to kill seven Pacific, the 7 ships. Those with the word attack above them. We need to kill 7 of them. And the mission is done. Ah!
Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
How you doing, Mr. Goliath? The awesome Goliath. Well, that's going to be a close drop. Never mind. I'm okay, I'm just chilling, yeah? What's on the agenda for today then? Oh, painting. Alright. You still continuing that model? You showed us on your stream. Oh, wow. There we go. Not bad. Go back to Randy. What I'm trying to do, I am way behind, but I intend to catch up. So I'm running battleships to get credits. You have to complete 6 of these missions. As you can see, I've already done 2. So battleships will be 3. No, sorry, battleships will be 3. This will be 4. This will probably be 5. No, it might be 6 there. Or if not, I'll just run carriers. BBL. Sure what BB... Is it BBL or BBI? I don't know what that means. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can do tier 8 or 9 in here. As if you want to do a tier 9, I don't mind. It don't bother me. Let's see if there's any captures here. See if there's any capture bases.
Action stations.
Yep. Come on. We know the primary tasks.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Okay. What do you mean? Wow. Okay, we've got to save 5 ships on our team. Ugh. Kill a carrier. Is that it? Or we got one more? Command ship, which is...
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Alright. Let's target the cruiser actually.
Autopilot disabled.
Great job, Hipper, mate. You're YOLO'd in, you know what I mean?
Torpedoes direct front.
Ah. Dig it.
Torpedo tubes destroyed.
Oh man, they blew out my tubes. They blew out my tubes.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Can't believe they blew out my torpedo tube. There's a Yorktown, which is the carrier. Okay.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Trapper. Good morning to you. Afternoon for me, but morning for you. Oh, not the motorboats.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Hull breach. We're taking on water.
Take.
We sank an enemy destroyer.
Problem solved, sir. Enemy cruiser detected.
These darn motorboats.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Yep. secondaries on the DD.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
Oh, I'm gonna stack it in Ireland, and I.
No.
No, no, no. Avoid the island. Avoid the island. Avoid the island. Yeah. Let's see. Now. Okay. Let's rotate the guns. Trying to remember. Yorktown should be. Yeah, if I head down this way.
We sank their battleship.
So if you've got an EU account, you're more than welcome to join us, Trapper. We're just doing perilous route. I can't remember if you actually have an EU account or not. I think you do, but might be too early in the morning for you. You're getting it. Pesky little carriers. Don't care if it's AI or human players, we like killing carriers. And it's also part of the mission requirement to kill this thing anyway, so. There we go.
Enemy aircraft carrier sunk.
I've raced ahead and the rest of our team are still behind. Because, you know, reasons.
Fire!
Enemy cruiser destroyed. Enemy destroyer blown up.
Done? And then transport ships got away.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Don't know that there's a Georgia and Hipper still right far behind us. This don't make sense. I'm doing alright. You can get focused with the AI. The secondaries. The secondaries at the wall and hit the Leon. Oh, hit it. Look at the rain. The rain. Oh, we'll stop them anyway. I think he's gonna get killed by someone else anyway.
We sank an enemy destroyer.
Let's just go in and die. We ought to kill 7 ships, so let's target him. Oh, HP partly restored as well. But yeah, I'm okay, Riz. How are you doing?
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Oh, I'm dead. I know I'm dead.
We sank an enemy cruiser.
I need damage and receive potential damage. Got over 2 million, so I'm doing alright with that. Doing good, just got home from work. Oh my god. The hell? Guys, what the hell is... Thanks for you dickheads sitting at the back of the map like you did. That was a problem. You had the stupid Jars Belt who did just nothing. Then you had the Georgia and the Hipper just stood back. It's like, why take garbage boats? I mean, yeah, see, I'm just getting that number up. I don't think I've got any tin. I don't have. Oh no, it's the other account that's got the I've got a third skill and I can't remember which one I use it on. Yeah, if you want. Ooh, a Groningen. If you're wondering what the Groningen, ladies and gentlemen, is... It is actually the Dutch Friesland. It's actually the Friesland that the Dutch are supposed to have. Yeah. Whereas the Friesland got dumped into the whole pan-European... Well, back I'm just European here. The Dutch version is actually just called the Groningen. I don't think there's any difference between the two. But yeah. Yeah, Friesen's alright. She has her limitations. Oh yeah, I know, Wiz. Yeah, I am fully aware about the rain.
Autopilot enabled.
Carry on, move.
Show 'em what we've got, chaps.
Yeah, sorry about that. Right, go get some. Destroy enemy battleships of 6. Save at least the rings. Enter the destination area of the command ship.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Okay. I actually mind the rain. Well, not well. You say that. I used to work. And I used to push bike back and forth to work. That's the only time I didn't like rain. Was when you're push biking to work or back home from work and it's pissing it down with rain, and like me, sometimes you don't have the right coat or top to wear. You see, I didn't know. I didn't drive. I didn't drive. I used to push bike, which is why I don't understand when I used to work. I used to work, and then I used to go to the gym afterwards, and I'd be in the gym for like 2-3 hours a day. You know, exercising like various like legs, arms, backs, and whatever else is on various days. I used to go swimming for a good like hour. I used to do martial arts. Eat healthily and everything else, and I never lost weight. I was always a big guy. And I used to be on a calorie deficit. So basically what that means is that you eat less calories than what is your daily recommended. So that's why but yeah. So I'll keep saying that I'm going to get going back to the gym again, but then I don't. It's nice to learn for self-defense. The one I was learning was it's a recognised martial art. It's just one that is not hugely known, and it basically took elements from karate, taekwondo, Krav Maga, judo. It took bits from each one of them. And it was basically, it wasn't really like a martial art in a sense that, like karate is, or boxing or anything like that. It was more of a street style defense. So it was more what you would use on the street more than in a competition. So it wasn't about high fancy flying kicks. It wasn't about sorry, I'm just auto-routing my ship. It wasn't about you know, like the say big powerful splashy kicks that you see in the movies, you know, jumping tornado kicks. It wasn't all about that. It was about moves that would work, that you know, so like the hammer fist, you know, it looks not very stylish, but it's effective, you know, and that was the point. It wasn't about flashiness, it was about effectiveness. And I was nasty at that. I really was, because the problem was is I've fought in streets before, so I had that mentality of like, oh, you want to start a fight with me? Great, go for it. Yeah, because basically it's that one. It's where you come down and you strike with the bottom of your hand. And people are like, well, why would I do that? That's stupid. I'm like, mate, you use that. That is all flesh, right? That is muscle. There's bone in there, yes. But you come... Wow, we lost that Duncan. What an idiot team. You come down and you strike the bridge of the nose or this whole section. You are going to break and shatter the nose. And also, if you hit here and you aim for like the eye area, you can either cut the eye or cause damage there, or you cause disorientation. Yeah, another loss, but it is what it is. Another one. Yes, Kaz. Another one is like you see him in like the what is it moves? Oh, what was the one that did it? Naked Gun, the old Leslie Nielsen Naked Gun moves, or James Bond where they do the karate chop. Right? People would come in the class like, why would I do a karate chop? It doesn't work. I'm like, are you sure about that? And like, yeah, and I went straight like that into that side of their neck. Mate, they went down to the floor. I mean, that's why it's effective. It's not designed to do damage. It's decided to hit areas. Yeah, the instructor suddenly kind of realised that I kind of know a little bit more than I should for someone who's the belt that I was at. You know, I don't know all pressure points or anything like that. I wasn't like, you know, that into martial arts. I just know why moves work. Yeah, I used to do that. I think it was about 10 hours a week I used to do it. Yeah. Well, it's that. And also it shatters the nose. It breaks the nose and causes pain. And also because it's connected so close to your eyeballs, it can actually water up the eyes. And if you've got sinus issues anyway, it also reduces breathing. So they're now breathing through their mouth. You know, they're not like controlled breathing.
Action stations.
Yeah, that works. It does actually. There's some pressure point. Well, there's some pressure points / weakness points that you can use on a human body. That is so easy. One of them, if you've got a missus or a brother or sister or a girlfriend or husband, wife, whatever, you want to try this one out. This one is, it works. It's quite, it's. You wouldn't think it works, but it does work. You can control them. And that is to use your finger here, right? So the one next to the thumb, don't ask me what it's called, index finger, or I don't know. I'm not a great guy about knowing what bone and number and names are. And place underneath the nose and push up. You're pushing up and going with them. So you're basically holding like that and you're pushing up and it forces them to go back and and because they're now sort of heads tilted back, their balance can go and you can just go and they'll drop to the floor. It's simple, it's effective. Yeah. Another one, if you have good pressure in your thumb, is to place your thumb in the collarbone. So if you feel on your chest up here, alright, you'll feel the bone that comes round and it comes to the throat area. Alright? But if you place a finger in there, you can feel the pain. So yeah, it's sort of like you say, you've got the bone there, and it's just in there. It causes great immense pain. The person has to back down. So because the one we used to deal with, sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with the was we used to deal with, we had a lot of women coming in because of women being attacked, and we would teach them simple, effective moves that it didn't make a... See, a lot of people have this... Again, this isn't a disrespect to anyone, but a lot of people have this theory, I believe, that in order for a woman to defend themselves, they have to be strong and powerful. And if the person that's attacking them is big and strong, they have no chance. Doesn't matter what they learn, and it's like, no. Oh, no, 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 no. And unfortunately, I was a test subject for a lot of it. But I used to literally volunteer and prove that someone my size can be dropped by a woman who's 5'1". You know? Hey, Queen. But yeah. Oh, I'm not saying women are dangerous. I'm not saying they're not dangerous already. But a lot of women have this insecurity about that because they're smaller in physical size, that they cannot defend themselves from an attacker that is someone like my size. And it's like, it's dispelling that. When I used to do the martial arts, I used to try and dispel that. Because it's like, no, women, doesn't matter how tall a woman is, how heavy she is, how skinny or muscular she is, and for any guy as well, anyone can be taken down. If you know how to do it and you've got the confidence in doing it, you can drop them. And it's like, well, women are like, well, what if he's choking me? You know, am I supposed to like come down on the elbows? I'm like, why? If you're a 5'1" skinny woman and you're trying to stop some bloke who's like 6'5" and built like a proverbial brick shithouse, how are you going to overpower his arms to go down? You can't. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to. You don't have the strength for it. So you don't use those tactics. You use other tactics. You use stuff like pressure points. You know, and if your arms are long enough, right? You use your middle finger, because that's the longest finger normally. So I'm just trying to find a target to attack. Where your Adam's apple is on a guy, go down and feel, yeah, so below the Adam's apple, there's basically the fleshy bit there, and just fucking stab right in there, mate. What's that gonna do? Stop him breathing?
Fighter destroyed.
And oh, he's choking you out. Well, you've got legs. Guess what? Kick him where the sun don't shine. But you're not supposed, love. If it's your life or his balls being bruised, guess where you should be doing? You know. How you doing, Queen? How you doing? Yeah, exactly. Kick him in the nuts. No. At the end of the day, there is no rules. So if you've got to defend yourself, you defend yourself any way but you know how to do. You know, if it means kicking him in the balls, you know, grabbing hold of his nuts, literally, and squeezing, you do it. Because if your life is at the end, if your life is on the line, you know what I mean? That's just the way I look. That's the way I, you know, it is, you know. Hello, Crown. Let's get rid of this fort.
Fire! Fighter airborne. Fighter destroyed.
Yeah. But when you show women that you know this particular move will work or this tactic works, they suddenly start getting self-confidence in belief in themselves, and it's like that's what you're trying to obtain. You know? Wasn't really the greatest drop. But we'll take it.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
So I have to look at where that map on the mini-map is. Yeah. Yeah. Well, even if you can't have, it's not about a case of him not having kids. At the end of the day, if a woman is in a position and she's being attacked physically, and she fears for her own life, then anything will work. And that's what you're kind of trying to get into their, drill into their head. That is the case. You know, if a guy's going to attack a woman, and it's for any reason, doesn't have to be sexual or murderous intention, there's any reason, then that woman should defend herself. And I am 100% believer of that. Fucking 100%. I mean, we had a case of a woman that was actually, who had joined our class. And we basically use a belt system, like, you know, most martial arts use a belt system. And one night, she actually was on her way home from work, and she was attacked. And she beat the ever-living shit out of this guy that attacked her. And then he took her to court. Because basically, she done him over, like, in the best forms of fashion. And literally the judge was like, you attacked first, and you want this guy, you want this, you know, what happened and everything else. And there was CCTV image of him attacking her first, hitting her, and then, because, you know, he hit first without, you know, provocation, she wasn't expecting it. And then she proceeded to open the biggest can of whoop ass that you have ever fucking seen. And of course, she was nervous about the class and everything else. And we were, all of the instructors were like, no, we want to show this footage. So they got hold of the CCTV image and showed the whole entire class. This woman was attacked. Yes, she got hit. But she then decided to basically beat the living shit out of him. And everyone was applauding her. And her own self-esteem, her own ego, she got massively boosted because of it. Because she thought that, you know, what she did was this. But no, everyone was just like, congratulations, cheered her on. Some were like, I am not going to practice with that woman because she'll kick my ass. I mean, it changed her completely. And the fact is that the school that I was with, they because amongst all the students and that lot within the class, there was a couple of them that were lawyers that basically came in and helped. Not financially, but legally. They actually went in and like went to court for her as well. It was cool. Not for the guy, because he got his ass fucking handed to him. But yeah. It's not to do with strength. It's nothing to do with strength. Genetically speaking, I'm not going to get into too much of a man versus woman stuff. Genetically speaking, most men are physically stronger than a man if you're doing by strength to strength. But that does not mean that a woman isn't weak. You know, and in a fighting situation, if there are no rules to go and someone is a trained or practices martial arts or whatever it may be against someone who hasn't trained for any martial arts, there's going to be a huge difference. I think I might win this one today. Yeah, and that's what we were saying. She was attacked by a guy that thought because he was a big guy and she was a small woman that he could do things to her that was not right, and she kicked his ass. That's what I was trying to get to. Was oh, we won. There we are. You see, to me, I like, as I said, I have seen women. This woman was smaller than, she was like 5'3", and she dropped this guy who was a 6-footer. She just dropped him to the floor, and like he had no chance. But it's not about size; is irrelevant. If you're gonna go toe to toe with a guy, and you're 5'3" and he's 6'3", and you're going to go stand to stand, toe to toe punching, you're going to lose. But if you're 5'3" and he's 6'3", and you can put him on his ass, guess now who's the height? Oh, cat it out of here. All right. Didn't say for long, but okay. Right. Combat missions. How are we doing for credits? Yeah, we're getting those done. Right, back to battleships.
Drop 'em out, let me see them titties. Gonna take along with those tiggle bitties. Areolas looking nice, nipples looking real pretty. Come on, let me get her at your boobs. Drop 'em out, let me see them knockers gonna take along. Look at those big ham hockers, just squeeze them together while I play with my cocker. Come on.
Sorry, what were you talking? Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Jarhead. Yeah, yeah, but then let's. Yeah, you see, the thing is that, like, well, the Israeli Defense Force they use Krav Maga, which doesn't rely on people's strengths. It relies on attacking, but it also is more about similar to judo, in that it doesn't matter the height of the person or they're going to be effective. I'd love to learn Krav Maga.
Standing by for instructions, over.
Right, two carriers. Oh god, that's not good.
Autopilot disabled.
Yeah, dickhead. I mean, yeah, but the thing is it depends on what that is. Here's the thing, right? You think it this way, right? When you're in a confrontation, all right, and you want to defuse a situation, who would you rather have defusing that situation? A towering, imposing Hulk or a woman? Again, I'm not trying to be gender, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything like that. I am just talking as a logical thing. You know? I'm sorry, but if there was a situation, I've dealt with top confrontations, and trust me, being big does not help in that situation. It hinders it. Oh, trust me. Everyone sees a guy on my side or something, and they're like, ooh, if I beat this guy up, it would be great. And it's like, no, don't start the fight. And it's like, please. You just want to, yeah. That's what I've my experience anyway. Ready another motorboat? Okay, I thought I might have got rid of the motorboat. Turn away. This stupid guy decided to do.
Torpedoes to port.
Yeah, but is that biased though? Because the thing is, it depends on the tests if I agree with the way they did the tests. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. You can train a man or a woman to point a gun and shoot a gun at someone, and as long as they can take that, shoot and use the, and, you know, like, There wouldn't be a single bit of difference between which one is more effective, a man or woman firing a gun and killing someone. That was the premise that the Soviets had. Whereas every other country in World War II would sit there and would not send their women into combat. The fucking Russians did. And there was a lot of women in there that were effective. And I am just slow down, slow down, slow down. Let's get rid of this guy quickly because he's going to get close to me.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Well, yes, but then also the fact is that they were being overrun, they were being attacked by the Germans, so let's be honest with you.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
It's not a case of who's more effective, it's that everyone needs to do their part. Yeah.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
And I got double fired again. I got double fired again. Starting a row. Oh, you're not starting a row or anything. It's difference of opinion, but you know.
Problem solved.
But okay. Oh, one of their carriers is a Zeppelin. Okay. Let's get rid of the DDs first. The secondaries. What we got to today, then, Mr. Crayon? Get rid of these cruisers.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Get rid of the crew. Get rid of the Orion. I'll be blowing stuff up as usual. Yes, some tanky tanks. Watching him.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser. Destroyed their destroyer.
Okay.
Hull breach. We're taking on water.
Wow, we've lost. Oh, this is going to be another loss because people don't know how to play. Jesus, man.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
This is going to be another loss.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Fire. Critical engine damage. Torpedoes dead ahead. Problem solved, sir. Torpedoes dead ahead. Fire. Torpedoes dead ahead. We've sprung a leak. We're filling up fast.
Man, people really don't know how to play Perilous Route. It's not that hard. I mean, it's not easy, but it's wow. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm only here for credits, you know. That is all I'm here for, is credits. I mean... Hey, Manta. He hasn't had his third cup of coffee quite yet, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Crayon is grumpy. Oh, I'm so behind on these dockyards. I'm getting him done slowly. I'm getting it done. Is this survivable? No. Perilous Route. Basically, the objective of the mission is that there's a Duncan that will follow a set course. And your job is to kill everything else in its path. Because it can't shoot until it gets to the end. It's like, you know, it's damaged, so it needs repairing. But people don't realise how to play. And you end up with a lot of people who are just... And they take the wrong... I don't think they're wrong ships, but... They just play very badly. And the more people you lose, the harder it becomes because... Yeah. What we've got here. I mean, you're limited on how many ships you've got, so there's only literally, what, 3 battleships? Great. Yumi and an Isamos. Oh, great. And Yorktown. I mean, you try, but doesn't always work. Not in this game mode, I'm afraid. Not always. So yeah, so there's the Duncan, and you can see the route it will take. And when it gets to there, it then can start shooting. But the problem is with the Perilous Route is you have secondary tasks that aren't always the same. So you'll get like, you got to kill 6 cruisers in this, shoot down 60 enemy aircraft. So we know there's an aircraft carrier in this mode. So we've got to kill the carrier. We've got to shoot down 60 planes and kill it. And the carrier is normally going to be about there. And, oh, it's 2 carriers actually. Sorry, it says 2 carriers. We've got to shoot down 60 planes and kill 6 cruisers.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Yes, I'm doing EU snipes. Oh, there's one carrier. There's one carrier.
Autopilot disabled.
Yes, I'm doing EU. Why shouldn't I do EU snipes? No one comes join me on fucking NA, so I don't bother doing the NA as much, but I do. But it's the afternoon. There's no one on NA. I could load up NA right now and there's no one on. So I don't bother. Most people who live in NA are asleep.
Torpedoes to port.
So that's why I don't do AE. Well, I didn't know that you were awake until now, did I? It's not like I have a camera that's sitting in your bedroom watching you sleep and then go, oh, he's awake. That would be freaky, let's just be honest with you. Let's be honest with you, that would be proper freaky. I wasn't awake to know. So you're telling me you're still in bed and you've got your phone and you went, first thing you do is you switch on your phone or turn your, you know, you... Oh, what the hell?
We destroyed their destroyer.
That was just weird. Let's go through repulse. Yep, that's the routine. No, I got up, got coffee, and get on my PC. Oh, okay. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. His first course of action is to crawl out of bed, grab a cup of coffee, but beforehand he turns his PC on because it takes a couple of seconds to get going, you know. These Windows 3.1 Microsoft DOS Windows systems, you know. And the archaic the archaic hard drives that take about 10 minutes to spool up.
An enemy battleship.
And then you're hearing that high frequency pitch sound of 36 or 26K, 28K dial up. Right, that's it. So look, you got this guy who's gone off on his own, and this guy who's just gone off on his own. So these guys are probably going to be dead. And of course the Drake's gone with him as well. Yeah, exactly, Manta. Yeah, you know the old fan systems. You're still running Vista? Tell you what, I didn't like Vista. Windows XP was my last favourite one. I don't mind Windows 7. I think I'm on at the moment. That's not too bad, but Windows XP was my favourite. Oh yeah, PS4s when the fans get turned on, mate. Geesh. You need ear defenders just if you're next to it, you know what I mean? You fucking hell, mate. Someone got a jet engine next to me. I don't have a PS4, I've got an Xbox. We don't do that. Ah, fudge, I'm going to take a torp on the nose, and I... Nope. But you know, just put the PS4 to wake you up, yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, crud. There we go. This is where I don't want to go too far.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Alright, let's
Permission to
turn the
come aboard,
guns
sir.
around. Let's get the agile out. This is where I'm probably going to get overrun here. I've kind of pushed a little bit aggressive to get rid of that EC. Changes.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Just never killed that four. Bloody hell. But oh, I know. Problem is that we've got a Drake and we've lost one of the battleships already.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
See, I don't know what the carrier is doing because there's two fucking ships there, but where our carrier is literally, I don't know what he's doing. Alright,
We sank their
get
battleship.
rid of you. Eating chips while watching his team die. Yep. I assume you're American then, by the way you use that term, because we don't use the term chips, we use crisps. But yes, I'm going to assume you're American. Or Canadian, South American, somewhere in that neighborhood. You're UK, yeah, okay.
We sank an enemy cruiser.
Need to speak for it, no. It's called English, not fucking American, Snipes, come on.
Retreat.
It's called English. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Oh, they were the days, Crayon. Eating fish and chips from the newspaper, mate. Yeah, and a jumbo battered sausage and I'm happy. Yeah. Took the language and made it better? No. You didn't make it better, you made it worse. You mean that?
Yes.
That emote activates that alert. Exactly. They call jam jelly and they call jelly jello. Yeah. And they like biscuits, which they call biscuits, but oh guys, come on. They call it biscuits and gravy, yet it looks like regurgitated cat vomit and scones. How satisfied are you about? I am extremely satisfied because I get jackass teammates. Like, I'm getting money. I understand. I'm getting the credits that I need. But for God almighty, how hard is it to play this game mode? It's so infuriating. You know what I mean? No, risking the ball looks well, it does. Beans on toast is awesome. And Snipes, beans on toast was invented by an American. But you lot have no culinary tastes, so you don't like it. And beans on toast doesn't have to be something poor. It's one of those quick, easy, delicious meals. Yes, baked beans on toast was invented by an American. Just that you guys made it, didn't like it, but we the British were like, yeah, we love that. Instead, you eat regurgitated cat vomit with scones and called it biscuits and gravy. No, gravy is brown. Gravy is what you pour over a nice Sunday roast dinner, or if you're having onions and gravy, liver and onion, stuff like this. Food that is beautifully tasted and has gravy. And I don't mean a watered down liquid gravy. I mean, I'm talking about thick gravy that just cakes everything and is just like, mmm. Oh yeah, Yorkshire puds. Yeah, you got to have Yorkshire puds stuffing. Veggies. Roast potatoes. I prefer chicken though, or gammon over beef when it comes to Sunday roasts. I'm a big fan of lamb though. I mean, I don't mind lamb as a meat, but it's not. Two greatest American inventions, baked beans and canned food. Yes, they did. They were one of the inventors of canned food and baked beans. Don't get me wrong, Americans did invent other great stuff. It's not like, you know, we can't say that Britain did a lot of good inventions, because we did do some inventions. And the stuff that we didn't invent. You know? And there's stuff that we invented that is still used today, aka the telephone. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing when you get cold callers ringing you up. Would you be interested in a conservatory or solar panels and back off? Then I'm not sure if that's a great thing if I haven't invented. Yeah, we were. You've got to remember that, like, oh fudge! It's a lot of motorboats. Oh, this is not good.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Now I'm going to take a talk. They just run out. I'll take that. I got a call from a random company from London about a draw. What? But yeah, I mean, you got to remember the British Empire. We at one point controlled somewhere like what 40% of the planet was part of the English Empire. We were massive explorers, so we were finding things and that were from one place. I mean, like other things like that were well, they weren't invented; they were discovered in one country. Someone else improved upon it and discovered something else. Is what happens sometimes. You know. Oh, please. Fucking Christopher fucking Columbus. Oh, I discovered America before everyone else. No, you didn't. Vikings were there before you was. And then, of course, the indigenous people that have been there for thousands of fucking years because they went across the fucking thing between Russia and Alaska. The frozen bit that freezes up and they can walk across it. That's how they got there. Thousands of fucking years by migrating. So Columbus didn't discover America. America's always been there. Yeah, I have issues with that person who keeps claiming that he did all this. No, he didn't. It's like it's saying, oh, America wasn't there until Christopher Columbus turned up. No, America was there, or the land of America and Canada, and that will become known as America, Canada, and South America, and Brazil, Chile, and all the other fucking countries down there. And I've always been there. Yeah. America's always been there. The land that would become known as America has always been there. It was populated before. It was populated way before, you know, Columbus turned up. I mean, Vikings discovered. What was it? I think Newfoundland. I think that's where they discovered and settled, but then they kind of left because they got their ass handed to them by the Native Americans. I think that was in 950 something. You're a bugger, look.
Critical engine damage.
The Kon-Tiki expedition showed read. Well, the funny thing is, you say that. But you look at all the old maps. I'm talking maps from way from bloody ancient Rome, Greece, and so forth, and they describe Antarctica there. Yet none of those people went there. So someone must have discovered that Antarctica was there. So someone probably from South Africa, I would suspect, went there at some point and discovered you know, saw the island.
We destroyed a destroyer. We sank an enemy destroyer.
So.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved, sir.
Alright.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Not good, we're about to lose our... Where is the Duncan? Shit, it's in front of me.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Yeah, we've lost again. Oh, God damn it. Try and keep this guy alive, but... Not sure about the Antarctica comment down there. No, I'm talking like the old... The older maps, man. Okay. Get rid of this guy. He's currently healing up, which is good. It's like, if you look at UK, where the UK sits, there used to be an island to the right of East Anglia. So Norfolk, Great Yarmouth, Ipswich. There was an island to the right of that, which was between us and Netherlands or whatever. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, Doggerland. Yeah, but that used to be populated. That was a populated land, but thousands of you stupid nincompoop. Due to the ice melting and the sea rising, the island was completely destroyed. It's gone. You know, it's like everyone goes, oh, Atlantis was never existed. But they actually think they know where Atlantis sits. Or what was Atlantis. And that's in North Africa.
All forces, provide cover for that target.
Because... Oh, I'm just trying to find... Because I think... Who was it? Because the story of Atlantis was passed down by people telling the story, and then someone wrote it down about the Atlantis. And Atlantis is supposed to be, and yes, no, it's not Stargate Atlantis, which is a giant spaceship that lifted up. It's supposed to be a ringed. Was it 3 or 4 rings that circled the main sort of building of Atlantis, the centre of Central area. No, unfortunately Atlantis wasn't a ship that took off and went back to the Pegasus galaxy.
We'll handle this.
In Star Wars.
Master gave Dobby a lightsaber.
A really cool one.
You guys have lightsabers too? Master did not tell me that. Never mind. I don't want to fight. Dobby does not want to fight. No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight.
You get back here at once.
That's what she said.
You mean where was it? It's a button I press. Yeah, yeah. I've got the button. I've got a Steam Deck, haven't I? And I read what Manta said when he said that's a long one, and I just, you know, that's also what she said. Yeah.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Yeah, it is Taco Tuesday.
In 5 minutes.
Yeah. Definitely daddy daycare. Oh, it's a reference to something else, Manta. You're not the only one who said that, Manta. There we go. So we've got credits with the battleship. I don't know if I want to do a destroyer. Or should I do destroyers in normal mode? Yeah, we'll do destroyer in normal mode. We shall get XP. Oh, fucking hell, I didn't know I'd deleted the gauge. Can I buy the gauge? No, we won't buy the gauge yet. We'll just... Roski needs work. Nicholas needs work. Minakazi. Nope, you don't need it anymore, so let's delete you. Bisbee, Minestrone. $37,000. Yeah, we can do some work with this. Back to your Schwartz training. Believe in the Schwartz. Landing on a planet, sir. Well, then comb the desert. You found anything? We ain't found shit. Spaceballs, the movie. Okay. Do 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 do.
Action stations.
Good thing we got asymmetric battles coming back next update. Yay! What do you mean by New Mexico, Manta? Oh, the battleship, yeah. Well, I run on. I have an EU account, which is this account, and then I have a NA account. And although my EU account is the older, it's also the less worked on. I end up playing more NA because I barely have anyone that plays EU, so I end up doing EU on my own. Sometimes I have Jazzy or Red Dwarf turn up. And then great, I've got no support over here. Alright. I've got to pay a bit of careful because I'm going to be on my own here. Because, yeah, every Tom, Dick and Harry is running away.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Smoke generator started.
Just because I've got no one on me. I literally have. Normally I'd fight that guy, but he's inbound and he's got nasty secondary guns that really are not the nicest to be shot by. Okay, apparently the Bismarck Dev Strike there, London, so. Look, the Impranga's going to turn here, or is he going to deck it into the ground? Just in case he tries to look where my AA is. Alright. Eek's sake, mate. Wow, my guns went way far away. Alright, mate.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
Mate, I can't believe fucking 3 ships on this side ran. I'm also trying to lead him back towards my team to be a little bit like, oh guys, would you like to give us a helping hand over here? But there he is. Oh, bad shooting on my side. Yeah, I don't want the Impranga shooting me. Thank you very much. What? Okay, stop firing. He's playing smart. That guy's playing smart. He knows not to push up too much because he doesn't want his teammates or his team sort of you know, he wants his backup, and I'm trying to pull him to get back to get people to shoot him from my team. Honestly, bulk of our forces ran to the middle of the map, and that is exceptionally annoying. Damn it, sake again.
Smoke generator started. Torpedoes astern. Fire. Critical engine damage. Smoke screen set. Problem solved, sir.
Thing is, I've got no backup except the Synop who's running away. Thanks, mate. Yeah, see, he's played smart.
Smoke generator started. Problem solved, sir. Smoke screen set.
Holy shit! That was a pucker moment. I am on like living on a dream. Oh, okay, that was a. Right. Waiting for my torpedo to get back. So yeah, he's turned away. Because basically His DD's dead, so now they've got nowhere spotting me. God. Where did your team go? My team ran and died. The Synop's still alive down here. The Rook's turned up. He had to go, still deciding to park inside the island and not help his team. Start shooting. So we're gonna pop a smoke screen first. So he's randomly shooting now. Oh, that he literally just hit my ship. Oh, fudge. Right, floor it. Did she dare? Oh dear, that was close. That was a close one. Right, he is down there. The Prango, I'm going to guess, is going to run. I've got one more smoke screen. And then I'm done. I have no more smokes to help. And he keeps sending his subplanes after me to try and spot when my AA is shooting him, but my AA's turned off. I don't know if he's going to turn, but we're going to... do a U-turn on him quickly. I don't think, yeah, I thought the lion was going to turn away. The only problem with these damn British DDs, their torpedoes are short range, really, in comparison to like Japanese or some of the Americans. They're not as short as Russians, but because Russian torpedoes are, well, they are shorter than a short man in a short manned bus. Hey Steve, how you doing? How are everyone doing on Taco Tuesday? Oh, fudge. I got a bit too close. I didn't realise I got a bit too close to him. No, no. Oh, miss me. No, no, no. Didn't realise I got... Ah well, it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll battle on. They're not bad. Didn't get much sleep, so I'm a bit tired, but... Okay. There's one carrier, one sub, couple of DDs.
Morning, men. Start at 10. And going back again.
What's the most annoying battleship to play? Most of them will work. Some have just got better guns than others. You know, some have got like, you know, 16-inch guns.
Repel the air attack.
No, I mean Yamato's alright. I don't have a Yamato here on the EU account. I have it on the NA.
Well, that's Taurus.
Yamato is a beast, but the drawback about the Yamato is that
Enemy force detected.
like her guns can be a bit annoying. You get a lot of overpens with the Yamato because although she's got those big guns, you're gonna have a problem. Is that you're gonna you overmatch, so you can punch through most armors. But when you're shooting cruisers like broadside cruisers, you end up more inadvertently taking overpen shots into the armor. You'll get loads of overpens, and then randomly you'll get the pens and they'll dev strike. Show gone live.
Get back.
We're just gonna cap this base. So yeah, so you end up really
Smoke generator started.
I say with the Yamato's guns being so powerful, you end up overmatching everything. And then you end up overpenning everything that you're trying to shoot at.
Smoke screen set. Enemy aircraft carrier sighted.
So ooh, that Colorado just devved.
I'll be back.
Beautiful hit.
Attention, reporting the target position. Battleship detected.
Sorry. Yeah, you get
Concentrate fire on the desert.
no, you don't get thousands of guns. You just yeah.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set. Enemy submarine sighted. Enemy aircraft carrier sighted. All stations requesting fire support.
Possible to hit, yeah, you wanna bet? I'm a fucking destroyer, mate. We have depth charges. Come here, boy. Gonna show you a little present.
Help! All stations requesting fire support.
Oh, Mr. Submarine, how you doing today? Is someone about to get depth charge? Doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm gonna shoot this guy, I will, and drop some depth charges. Good night, Mr. Submarine. Good night, Mr. Submarine.
Concentrate fire on the enemy. Torpedoes direct front.
Enemy submarines.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern.
There we go.
Help! Help! Requesting fire support.
Hello, mate. Did you think you can get away from me?
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Oh, you want to pop smoke? Well, guess what? I'm just going to stay here. My Hydra is going to keep spotting your fucking ass, and they're going to shoot you while you're in your own smoke screen. Don't they? There's nothing you can do about it because you're Hydra. And I'm an asshole. Yes. And I might just use your smoke screen, actually.
Sorry, sir. Doing my best.
Who made that man a gunner?
I did, sir. He's my cousin.
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
His cousin?
He's an asshole too, sir. Gunner's mate first class Philip Asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Whoa!
Hey, you're in the ship. Help!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
Done.
I owe you one. All stations reporting the position of strategic target.
I think it's time to go cap a base, I think. There's one DD left, which is the gallant.
Position.
Pokemon, Pokemon. Nicely done, though. You do got him.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. I need intelligence data. Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
Ooh.
Attention, reporting the target position. Capture that position. Air Forces requesting cover fire.
There's a slim chance we may actually win this. We're winning. Try not to do anything stupid.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Actually, I might go into the cap because he's going to go round the top. No, I'm not going to intercept him. Yeah, because he's there currently. So he's going to go round here. And if I cut in, I'll cap that base and spot him. That's the plan. As we all know, with any plan, it's
Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
even he agrees. I'll be gunning this guy, not shoot, not
Nice work. Critical engine damage.
I don't know if I'm going to cap this base in time, to be honest with you. Nope. Long range shot from somewhere. But we tried. I should be doing credits for this DD, but I don't have any premium credits. I got one premium DD. That's getting done. I don't know if it's worth. I mean, this one's less. That's why I was doing this one. This was only 7.9. I do. I can do the Eskimo. I haven't used the Eskimo. Could do Eskimo. I could do it in Opt because that would make me money. Or should I play this in normal mode? I mean. I don't know if to buy AP or HE out of an Eskimo. Might sound the most stupidest question in the world, but Um, good at basically guns. Okay, because I think the torpedoes are pretty. You only got one launcher, ain't you? Yeah. All right, let's take this out. Oh, tier 10s. Oh, this is not good. This is not going to be a good game. I mean, nothing has radar. So this is going to be problematic, I think, game. Yeah, because they've got nothing that has radar. Hydro there. And the German hydros, as we know, is really good anyway. Yamato's division up the Midway. Midway is going to be a problem. Although, to be fair, if he's using tiny tin rockets, I'm not going to have too much of a problem.
Enemy force detected.
The ships has tier 10. Last I remember, the highest tier was tier 8. Alright, when was the last time you played Manta then? I assume then, from the sounds of that, was a while ago. Yeah, I play on Legends as well. He's going to be in here, that's why I'm a bit... Okay. Let's get the guns rotated round. We're going to have to go in on that lightning. We've got no choice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, but yeah, I play both PC and Xbox. I play Legends as well. So yeah, I play both PC and Xbox version. I also play World of Tanks on the Xbox. Get round the outside of these guys. Let me just cap this base. Trying to make it so that I can spot everyone. My most recent tank is the WZ113. Mine. I can't remember what the tank I just brought. No, I can't remember what mine was. Yeah, the Oregon is AFK.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser sighted. Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yeah, so it looks like the midway is. I use Twitch. I use Spotify. Yeah, I use Spotify. So you can type in !SSR, then the song title, and it might give you. So if you type in !remove there. There you go. So I'm helping you out. I'm not looking well. Keep going, and the Attica is going right near me. This is not going to be pretty. But yeah, so I use Spotify as my music player.
Battleship to Texas.
Yeah, so there you go, something like that. Yeah. Now, if you have if you open up Spotify, the website, you can go to the song and then copy the URL and do what you did there, Panda, and that will work. So it will copy from a URL from Spotify, but not for YouTube, because I don't use YouTube. Alright, I'm going to get close to this FDG and I'm going to start shooting him. Oh, I just got Combat Scout. I do like YouTube, it's just that I can't stand an ad. YouTube ad system just, yeah, gets on my nerves. And I use a bot. No, I have Spotify Premium, which is partly paid for by viewers watching my stream. So some of the money that I get from biddies or subs and that lot, I put back into the stream. So like to pay for Spotify Premium so that other people can, you know, when they're requesting music, they don't have ads. So, but the bot I use, and if you notice, when you redeemed, or I think it was you or Trapper or someone redeemed, like the Star Wars Dobby or any alert, or like this, the music is paused. I have a bot that controls the Spotify, so it pauses Spotify while alerts are playing. Then once the alert's finished, the music then resumes. So, but thank you for the biddy there. I do appreciate it. Hey, Redneck. I must have done some other challenges then. Getting there. That's 5. So actually, hang on a minute. Mass XP 2.8. I might as well just do some damage. Alright. Okay, we will just do damage then, because yeah, we might as well just do damage. You're fixing to load up Legends. Oh, I won't be on Legends for another 3-4 hours. Right, back in it, make yourself a nice cup of tea. Right. Kind of tea. Some liberty. Sorry. Bit of Helldivers reference there.
Orders.
Oh, and some orange juice. Gotta stay hydrated. 1 sugar. Splash of milk, like a builder's tea. I don't like weak tea, I like a strong tea. I don't do perfume tea, so no Earl Grey. Hot. I recently got caramelized biscuit tea. I don't know about that. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Yes. Not a fan of Earl Grey. If I'm gonna drink fucking perfume, I might as well fucking buy a bottle of cheap perfume and just drink that. Do you know what I mean? Perfume fucking... It's just fucking perfume tea. Oh, nice. Oh. Check the guns around. We got a kamikaze. Looks like the engines are busted. Will you record a video of it? What? What? Fucking what? Fucking Earl Grey tea? Fuck off. I don't drink it. Fucking horrible shit, mate. No. No. No, no drinking with perfume. It's bad enough that you know, you like watching, jumping in people's chats with like daycare centres and some of the stuff that goes on in there. My 24 cans of liquid death and my mini fridge is arriving tomorrow. Ooh. Do you know what I actually thought about getting a mini fridge many years ago? I was thinking of getting a mini fridge for under my desk, you know. And then was like, what would I put in my mini fridge? I'm not really big up on energy drinks because they don't really work for me. I could put cider in there because I do like cider. So you don't have to walk to the actual fridge. Yeah, I did think about that. I'm not, you know.
Our team has taken the lead.
The only problem with this damn ship is so slow. Ah! Here comes the shotgun. Here it comes. Damn, that was a nice shot. Unfortunately, mate, I could help you, but look, my depth charges doesn't reach out that far. It's on a random trapper. I can skip it. Liquid death is mountain water. That's it. Man, I might have missed a Leon. Not doing. I'm supposed to be doing damage, and I haven't done so far. 1,200 damage. It's not looking good for me, is it? Ow. Let's shoot the collie.
We sank their battleship.
Sank their battleship. And yes, Bismarck was sunk indeed today, Trapper. So you're traveling up about there, I reckon.
Enemy submarine spotted.
Did I overshoot? I think I might have done. Yeah.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes dead ahead. Problem solved, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes astern.
Airborne.
I don't mind. 11,000 damage, really not bad. I don't bet if I actually hit the target, that Leon, but for some reason I didn't really get a good shot on him. But hey, got a kill. Still working these ones. How much more? Yeah, so I need about 350,000 damage I need to do to get that done. Yeah, 350,000 damage. So we'll take out... And what else needs my dailies done on it? Alright, I'll use some of these. Right, back in 1 sec.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Standing by for instructions, over.
Much obliged.
Okay. Hello, you. My cat. My little putty cat. Hey, Megalodon. Thank you for talking me last night. An honor to be sunk by you. Did I sink you? I played a few games last night with Grams. But thank you, GG. I can't remember. I assume I was in the carrier. I assume that I was in the carrier when I thunk you. I couldn't remember. Did I play a DD last night? You was in a Jarvis. I was a potato in a Veneto.
Reporting a target's position.
Was this on Legends or PC warships? I think it was on Legends, wasn't it? Yeah, Legends, okay.
All stations requesting fire support.
Jarvis? I don't remember if I played a Jarvis last night. I'm not disputing you, honestly, I just trying to remember.
Enemy battleship detected.
Don't worry about being a potato, because trust me, I played games, Megalodon, where a DD has sunk me because I just didn't even know it was there. I think we've all been killed by it.
All stations requesting fire support. Enemy destroyer detected.
Damn it, I'm missing. I did play some DDs last night.
Enemy battleship sighted. All stations requesting fire support.
I said I was with Grams last night, so I couldn't remember. But I've been in your position where, you know, I've been in a battleship and a DD's just come out of nowhere and did a drive-by on me. Was it? I did do a drive-by on a... Was it a drive-by on you? Just as you come into a cap, because I did do a drive. I charged at someone. There was one game I had yesterday with Grams, and we were on one of those smaller maps. You know where the legends have gone. We're going to give you new maps, when in actual fact it's one of the big maps. It's just been condensed and shortened and smaller down. And I did charge. I think it was a Lefanto. I was in the smoke screen and it might have been you, charging on me, so I came out of the smoke full blown and just torpedoed, and yeah. That could have been you, I think. Too much lead. He wasn't going full speed. Right. I think it was Elefanto doing that. Either way, man, it's at the end of the day, we play to have fun, you know what I mean? So, you know. But hey, as long as you had fun, and you had some good games in other times, you know what I mean? Oh, what am I using AP at long range for? Because I'm never going to hit with these things. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this side of the map. That's Caesar at the moment. Just gonna pop some HE now. See if we can get damage with fires. Of course, I'm in a Japanese battleship, and Japanese battleships' guns do not rotate very quickly.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, Pawlowski's dead. Let's go forward. I should be using high tier battleship, but oh, damn, that was a nice shell. And carriers behind that island. I thought the carrier. Oh no, it's in London that was there. I thought there was a carrier behind there, but it's not. It's in London. There we go. Have a bit of fire.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
All right. Let's see what we can do. So we can. Looks like you're turning, so. Oh, I think he's now turning. Oh no, he is turning. I suspect that London will probably. Oh. No. That London might have come out. It's not. Oh, he is, but he's going after the P22. He should be able to kill him. Nice.
Victory is in sight.
Didn't have much damage again, but I might go into perilous route again because I was getting a lot more damage in perilous route than in standard mode. Yeah, I'm gonna go to perilous route. Make more damage. And doing it in standard mode where I'm getting like 50, 60, you know, X amount of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go back into perilous again. You got more damage that way. Which I need, so. Ah. Better than I buy you, and I'll buy you and quit. Or he DC'd, I don't know if he quit or DC'd. Sharp dressed man. Yeah, I'm gonna do some go back into perilous route. You got more damage that way. And more money. I need to get that damage number. Yeah, so 200k damage? I could probably do that in one game. Buongiorno, Mr. Sergeant Fudge. Look at 47 battleships, jeez. How you doing, Mr. Forge? I was about to say Geordie LaForge then, but that's from Star Trek. And I don't think you're Geordie LaForge.
I'll be back.
We're just waking up, are you? And what's the plan for today then? Mr. Ford, anything planning for today?
Enemy force detected.
Lunchtime for me. 2 half-pound cheeseburgers fresh off the grill. Sounds very yummy, Mr. Jarhead. Very yummy.
Autopilot disabled.
I don't know if I'm going to do a theme tonight on Legends tonight.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
I don't know if I'm going to do a theme tonight. Ah, fudge. Because technically Bismarck was sunk today, so shall I play the Bismarck today quite a few times? And see how many people try and sink me?
Torpedoes direct front.
We destroyed that destroyer.
We've sprung a leak. We're filling up fast.
Okay. Just here for the damage, so.
Problem solved, sir.
Yes. Yes, today in history, Bismarck was sunk. She was sunk by a combination of the Ark Royale and Rodney. I think King George was there. And I believe a couple of the cruisers were there as well.
Fire. Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Everything went after a whiz. Everything. When the Bismarck killed the pride of the US, the British Navy, the Royal Navy, which was the Hood, Churchill basically ordered every single ship, every aircraft to find that Bismarck and sink her. So they were tailing her, they were going out and spotting her. Oh yeah, and we the British, we sent what we could to go sink her.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
We sank an enemy cruiser.
Okay. So yeah, they sent everything they could after her. And I was thinking of doing a themed where I'd work out what ships would sink her, or ships were there involved in the thing, and just play those ships. Um, yeah. Well, well, the thing is the Bismarck gave up her position because we lost her. We at one point we were tracking her and then we lost her, and she went silent, and we couldn't find her. And then I think it was Lucian's, or it was the admiral or the captain, and he radioed back. He radioed the mainland to request help and whatnot, and because the current technology, we have radio location, so we figured out where she was when she called. So up until she made that call, we didn't know where she was. We'd lost her completely. We couldn't find her. I mean, there were scout planes looking for her. There was like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't like we were trying to find her, but we couldn't find her. And so when she made that call, we found her again, and then we went after her and sunk her. Yeah, we sank her. And then when Tirpitz was launched, which, ironically enough, the Tirpitz was supposed to be launched with the Bismarck. Tirpitz was started first, but launched last. They kept changing designs and everything on the Tirpitz. The idea is that Bismarck and Tirpitz were supposed to have launched together. So yeah, when the Tirpitz was launched, when Bismarck went out, she had Eugen to go with her. So there was 2 ships. But when Tirpitz went out, she went out on her own, which was a bit of a bad idea. To be honest with you. And the moment we knew of Tirpitz's launch, we were not going to go through the same issues. So we bombed the crap out of her. We attacked her as soon as she cleared the tried to go up the north, the breakout, because the way it works is that they come out of Germany, past Denmark, then head north, but past Sweden and Norway, out to the North Sea, and then come across the top of Scotland and out. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a loss. And that's how the breakout is. That's the route that they would take. That's how their U-boats would do it, until they got the U-boat pens built in France. Because it was easier and also safer to get a U-boat from France out into the Atlantic and hunt commerce rate ships than going out from the main docks at where Germany had, going past Denmark, up past Scotland and such forth, around the top, and then out. But when Tirpitz went out, we just bombed the crap out of her. She ended up in the north, in Norway's fjords. She asked permission to come back because she was getting bombed to shit, and Germany was like, "No, you're staying out there," which wasn't really nice. But but because Tirpitz was, she kind of got herself on a sandbank, so she couldn't actually sink. So she was just permanently going to be staying there. And because the Tirpitz was so heavily armored, like her like the Bismarck, they tried to basically bomb her with conventional bombs and torpedoes, and nothing worked. And that was when Barnes Wallis, I think it was Barnes Wallis, who had created the bouncing bomb for the Dam Busters. He came up with the bomb called the Tall Boy, which is basically pretty much what would be considered as the first earthquake bomb. The idea is, instead of punching through the solid concrete, you'd actually you'd go into the mud, and it wouldn't detonate on impact. It would go in as far as it could go, you know, gravity and the shape of the design of the bomb would then go into the ground, then blow up inside the ground, which would be where the weakest point of the structures are, is the base and that lot. It's similar to what the Americans use on their F-117 fighters, which is actually not a fighter, it's a bomber, but anyway, we're going down definitions of that. But yeah, they basically equipped a load of Lancasters with tall boys and bombed the out of her. And they hit the ship itself and did crap tons of damage, hit around the outsides and that lot. Yeah. I think it was over 1,000 planes, I think it was. It was over 1,000 planes or over 1,000 sorties were sent to kill the Tirpitz.
Britain developed so much to sink just one ship that was vibing in the fjords and having a party with her crew. Tirpitz, one of the reasons why Britain has no money anymore, and museum ships you can count on one hand.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Hello, Enrico. But yeah. So, the reason why we wanted the Tirpitz out because we didn't want a repeat of what happened with what happened to Bismarck and the Hood. The irony also is that a lot of inventions that the Germans made in the war is being used now, and were being used after the war by everyone because they were making such great stuff. Not bad, Enrico. Just doing some EU, grinding to get the blucher.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
How's you, Mr. Enrico? Yeah. Well, as I said, the Tirpitz and the Bismarck were supposed to go together.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
But because Germany kept changing their design and idea of Tirpitz, she was not ready in time.
Also, people forget Tirpitz also had one sail. She disguised herself as a British battleship. The Britons waited for her on the shore just to see the Tirpitz 3,800mm guns slowly turn on them and getting blasted. Can you imagine the horror those guys felt when they thought they are saved just to get blasted by Tirpitz?
3,800mm guns. Wow. They're big guns there, Mr. Enrico. Big guns.
Torpedoes direct front.
I know what you meant. Yeah. Well, Yes and no, because the idea is that they were all. You see, everyone thinks that the Bismarck and the Tirpitz were designed for battleships killers. They're not. They weren't designed to kill battleships. They were commerce raiders. They were designed to go out and blow up commerce ships. Hitler knew, and so the designers knew, that they could not compete. The German Navy, surface Navy, could not compete with the British surface fleet. No, so that's why Bismarck doesn't have 460mm guns, or 406mm gun, not 406mm. They don't have big guns because they weren't designed to fight other battleships.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Bismarck and Tirpitz were designed to shoot and kill commerce raiders and their protection, convoy ships, cruisers, and light destroyers. They weren't designed to fight battleships. That's why they weren't armed that way. So their idea was to go out into the commerce. I'll go out to the Atlantic Fleet and blow up and kill the ships that the U-boats were doing. Interesting enough, the U-boats were doing a bloody good job of killing the Atlantic convoys. Yeah, good stuff, gun. Yeah. Don't mind us, guys. We've just got a rail gun. We borrowed it from the yeah.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have probably been Bismarck, Tirpitz, and Eugen would have gone out. And again, they would have gone straight out from German dock, straight up past Scotland and Norway, and out into the Atlantic. And didn't cause as much damage.
People always forget that Germany, until Friedrich der Gross aged 39 class ships, they builded ships just a commerce raiding, not battleships. But for a commerce raider to hold her ground so long against the whole British home fleet is absolutely remarkable. And Scharnhorst, as one British guy once said, "Gentlemen, the battle against the Scharnhorst has ended in victory for us. I hope that any of you who are ever called upon to lead a ship into action against an opponent many times superior will command your ship as gallantly as the Scharnhorst was commanded today. Admiral Bruce Fraser."
We sank an enemy destroyer.
Yeah. That wasn't the only time that a British commander recognised the gallantry of the German ships. There was actually, who was it? There was a German, I think it was an admiral or a general or something. He said about the same thing about a British ship. I don't remember what the British ship was, so I do apologise, but. But yeah.
Concentrate fire on that target.
Getting the big damage numbers in this fight, am I? Typical. Just as I got my guns rotated around.
Also, the captain of the Hitler after the HMS Glowworm rammed her in a last attempt, and the captain saw the Glowworm's captain rescue as much of the crew as possible onto the Hitler. He personally texted the Briton and asked for a Victoria Cross for him. What facts to him he got?
Yeah, that was it. I can't remember what the ship was. Thank you, Enrico. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember what. I knew it was a destroyer, but I couldn't remember which destroyer was it. There was another one, wasn't there? There was a I remember the tank guy actually. Yeah. Unlike the Japanese or the Americans. To an extent, some of the British. Yeah.
Fire! Torpedo tubes destroyed.
We destroyed their destroyer.
The commander of the Glass Bay as well. He rather killed his ship and let his crew live and go out again. Hmm. The same as Rommel. After Rommel lost Africa, he I can't remember the exact details, but basically, from my understanding, was that Hitler basically said, "Well, look, you lost North Africa. You know, we're going to penalise you or something like that." So we're going to yeah. It's either that or he feared that his popularity was so much better than his that he got rid of him. It was something like that.
Enemy battleship sunk.
And now we're getting damage back up again. Probably could shoot this guy.
No.
But why are gun shooting?
Main turret critically damaged.
Yeah. Well, the irony is that Stalin and Hitler had more in common than Stalin and Churchill and Roosevelt, because of the way their countries are. Oh, I bet I'm like, how much short of my damage? Really? I'm like 70,000 damage short. Oh, that sucks. And I've got to come off as well. Bugger. We've got to sort some things out. Right, so... I had it all fucking... yeah. Not armory. Can't believe on here that is a Pan-Asian ship. On Legends it's a British ship. And Ignis is American. On here, sorry, it's Japanese. On Legends it's American. Ragnarok is Japanese, but on thing is there, and Across the Dawn is German. So these two have got completely different nations. Yes, there was, but there was also plans put in place by Churchill and Roosevelt before Roosevelt passed away. He had plans in place with regards as defending England from Stalin. That's why when Soviets came through into Germany in the West, or the East, West, and the Allies were coming from the East, we were still bringing tanks in, just in case Stalin did not stop at Germany and kept going. Because there was a little bit of a fear that Stalin would not stop. But yeah. Right. So I am going to raid out, ladies and gentlemen. Is anyone in the same category as me? No. That I'm aware of. No. Okay. Dread Knight, who's on one of tanks. The toy is World of Warship Legends. Redneck is playing Warzone. Robin's on Legends. He's on Dead Side. Right, we're going to go raid out, ladies and gentlemen, to Latoy. He is in division with Robin Hood. They are doing a collab stream today. They're on World of Warship Legends. They are doing AI. Partly because they're getting back into playing Legends again. So they're sort of playing in AI to get used to it and just grinding. So that's their way of playing. But anyway, thanks so much for coming along, guys. I will be back in a couple of hours for some Legends myself. If anyone wants to join and div up with me, they are more than welcome. But in the meantime, take care, and I'm off to have some food. Bye.